Hey everybody, welcome to another Paint the Edge Off, where I teach you how to make a cool painting in about an hour and I get a little drunk doing it. My name is Joel, and today we are painting this painting right here. I call it Colorado Mountains, okay? It's a cool little painting. It's got some cool colors in it. It's a cool little oh, it's a cool, hold on one second. I am fixing something. I'll have to fix that in a minute. Yeah, this is a cool painting though. It's got some cool colors. It's got those nice cool blue mountains with the orange background behind it. Just a good color combination, and it's just a nice little mountain landscape, okay? So, that's what I'm gonna teach you today. I'm gonna walk you through step by step how to make this painting. I'm gonna tell you everything you need for this painting. But also, before I get to that, please, you know, if you want to look up Paint the Edge Off, like, share, follow, subscribe, all the stuff. And also, I'm going to give away a free giveaway painting like I do with all my painting classes. All you do is correctly answer my subjective trivia question first in the comments, and I will send you a free painting of your choice, okay? So, what you'll need for this painting is, like always, I've got my canvas. I use a 16 by 20 canvas, okay? You can use a different size if you want, but that's what I'm using. That's what my measurements will kind of be for. We can use a different size if you want. I've also got an easel. If you don't have a little easel or any kind of easel, you could lay it down flat and use that. But I've got an easel. I've also got some paper towels handy. I've got some water. You need water. This is acrylic paint, so water's a good medium to mix with it. I've got a blow dryer. Helps me dry my painting fast. I've also got the some paper plates here to help me for my palette. You can use whatever you want for a palette. I like paper plates because they're easy. I've got whiskey. Whiskey's good. I've also got some tools. I've got a pencil. All right. I've got an eraser. All right. This is a little kneaded eraser. If you haven't ever used a kneaded eraser, they're awesome. I've also got some chalk. I've got 2 pieces of chalk. This is like regular sidewalk chalk, blue and orange. Just a couple different options for the chalk. The chalk you can draw on your paint and then it comes off, so you can kind of sketch with it. I've also got 4 brushes. Okay, I've got my big flat brush. All right, I've got my medium flat brush. I've got my medium round brush, and my little tiny round brush. Okay, those are my 4 brushes. Let's put those bristle down your water cup. Leave them there anytime you're not using them. And then I've got some paint. I've got black. I've got white, I've got phthalo blue, I've got bright red, and I've got light yellow. And I think that's everything we need for this, so let's take a shot and get going. Cheers. Okay, Uno shots, all right. Let's get started. Let me just move this camera over here. We're going to see this painting nice and close. And then let me see. I'm going to try to fix something real quick. Sorry, hold on just a minute. How do I do the mirrored? No. Unmirror. How do I unmirror this? Flip camera. Mirror your video. Why can't I unclick that? Unmirror. Okay, it won't let me unmirror. Oh wait, oh that's because I flipped it. Unflip that. There we go. There we go. Okay, what a terrible camera angle. Okay, let's see. Is that as good as I'm gonna get that? Is that really as good as I can do here? Maybe I should do it over here. Maybe that's better. Let's see, is that any, you know what, that's fine, we'll just do that. Okay, so let's get going. First thing you want to do is we're going to draw a couple lines here. Let's take our pencil, let's go about halfway up, and then just go a little bit higher up, okay? And let's make a little line straight across, just a little above halfway. This is going to be kind of where our sky is and where our mountains start. Hello, Mr. Void Poison Husband, how are you? Okay, let's go up another like 2-3 fingers here from the bottom, a couple inches there from the bottom. And let's make a little line across. It's gonna be the water at the bottom of our mountains, okay? Well, good, I'm glad you're good. Do you ever have you ever watched my stream before? Have I talked to you before? Do you ever paint? Welcome. Thank you for watching. Okay, so I want to make a couple little lines here. Now, where we put these can change a little bit. I wouldn't be too crazy about this. But is it upside down? Or is it... Wait. Okay. You know, I'm just gonna leave it like this. It's fine. Okay. Oh, you haven't watched before. Well, welcome. Okay, I'm gonna get pretty drunk. Okay, let's go ahead and draw kind of where our mountains are. Okay, so we're gonna go up. Our biggest one's gonna be down here. Let's go ahead and draw a little line here. Now let's cut this in half, and maybe a line right there in the middle. That's about where our mountains are gonna be. A little line there, a little line there. Sorry, I'm in the way. So, I'm gonna start down here. Make myself some nice, big, long mountains there. Something like that, right? Okay, my next one's here. I'm gonna make a little bit more little bumps and valleys and peaks and valleys. Because these are a little further away, you see a little bit more of them, are not as up close. This one is up close. Some of those lines, that's kind of help you make perspective there. So, okay, this top one. This one's gonna be a lot of crevices, not as high and low of peaks, but just a lot of bumps there. It really doesn't matter how you do it. You know, you can kind of do whatever you want there. All right, I'm gonna go back and maybe erase some of this straight line here so I don't see that through my paint as much. Cash machine, cash machine. Okay, there we go. Good enough. We got it drawn in. Let's take one quick shot. Okay, cheers. You do paint just not often? Okay, cool. All right, let's get painting. All right, we're gonna start with our background here with our sky. And what we want to do is take a plate. Let's get some red, some orange, some yellow, some white. Or sorry, red, yellow, white. We don't have. We're gonna mix up orange. If you've got orange paint, go ahead and use that. Go for it. All right, let's take our big brush out of our water cup, tap it off so you feel fancy. And let's start with our yellow paint. Okay. Get your brush stirred around there in the yellow paint. Get the water all mixed in with the paint. That way it doesn't get any drips. We don't want to have the drips, okay? And we're going to start with this. So we're just going to go kind of right along here. I'm going to go pretty close to my line, but I'm going to go a little over it. It's okay. It really is okay. It's really fine. We're going to paint over whatever we go over there. Let's go ahead and make a little bit of yellow there. All right, just a little, you know, band of yellow across there. Okay, let's take some red. Let's pull some red in here, stir that in with our yellow. Now we got ourselves a nice orange. Okay, let's mix up a little bit of that, yellow and red. Okay, there we go. Let's take some orange. Now we want to kind of go across halfway. We don't want to go above this, really. It's about as high as we want to go here. And we want to take this orange down into the yellow. We only want to see a little tiny bit of yellow showing through by the end of it. We kind of blend that somewhat. Ooh. Right, so far so good. Take some of that across to there. Okay, now let's wash our brush out, okay? New plate, let's get some phthalo blue and some white. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Hope we're all having a fantastic Wednesday. All right, lots of white here, a little bit of blue. We're gonna make a very, very light blue. I still got some yellow in my brush. Give it a little bit more of a wash. All right, white paint, blue paint, light blue, okay? A very light blue. Sunset in my heart. There we go, light blue. Let's start with this. Let's go up here in the sky. Let's fill this in. Just gonna go right across with our light blue. Trying to get a little bit more white so I can have some more paint. All right, let's just fill that in. Oceans are lying. Now we're gonna mix the blue and orange, and if you don't know, blue and orange make poopy color. Okay, so we want to kind of limit this a little bit and not get too carried away with it. If you try to blend away, you're just gonna end up spreading this color around. So, you know, I'm gonna just lightly, you know, put this in here, and then I'm gonna brush it. And we're gonna brush this a little bit. All right, and then we're gonna leave this. We're gonna paint over most of this spot anyway, so that's kind of why I kind of get away with it on this painting, because there's a big cloud that covers up a lot of this. But just a little bit of blend in there, and we're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave that alone, okay? Hey, what's up, Michael? Okay, now once we got this in, let's take some red. Let's go over here. Let's get some red in our brush. Let's just get a little red on our brush, you know? Red says, hey, I want to play. Hey, I want to come mix in with everybody. You got it, Red. You got it. Okay, let's take some red here. Now, somewhere in here, let's just kind of make some little red streaks going through. Not too deliberate, just kind of put some in there, right? Now I can take my brush, wipe it off every so often, and kind of blend in what we got, okay? Let's go in there. Let's blend this in. Oh, I'm just lightly brushing it. Whatever kind of happens, happens. I'm not going to try to fight it too much there. Let's take some white, okay? Actually, before we do that, let's take some more yellow. So I'm going to wash my brush a little bit, get some yellow, put some yellow paint on there. All right, let's get a little bit of yellow on there. And let's streak some of this in. All right, let's streak some yellow. I like to get really thick paint on this painting a lot. A lot of these areas, maybe some thick paint there. Wow. That's kind of the style of this one's got some real thick globs. The texture is kind of part of the painting, you know. Once we get that in, then I'm going to wash my brush again. Let's just wash it every so often between colors so you're not kind of keeping some of these colors separate. Let's take some white. All right, let's do some white. All right. Let's mix our brush and stir our water in there with our white paint. And I'm going to take this white and I'm going to put maybe some in some of the orange areas, maybe some in here. Like this. Oh, hey, that's doing something. Maybe something like that. Maybe I'll take a little white paint and, you know, I'll put some through here. All right, just some to give it some flyer. Let's take some white and mix it in here with some red. We got like a little pink color. Okay, we're just kind of making some colors so we can kind of start using these in our sky. Let's add some pink. All right, let's put some of this pink. Maybe a little bit more red so you can kind of see that pink. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you, Michael. All right, I'm gonna put a little pink right here. All right, I want to grab some more. Maybe put a little pink right here. You know, I could put a little pink kind of going here. Also, kind of twist my brush as I go. Get some interesting little shapes there. Kind of make it look more like clouds. Okay, but there we go. We're starting to add some texture to our clouds, to our sky. Let's add, let's wash our brush out, get some of that pink out. Let's go back to white. Now my paint's still wet, so some of this is just changing with the wet paint. If your paint's wetter, drier, it may come out a little different. That's okay. I would just kind of play with it. All right, let's take some white paint. Let's go. Hey, here's a big old fat cloud. Hey, here's a big old cloud. All right. Now, if you see, it's kind of already mixing with the blue, and that's kind of what you want. You know, you want it to kind of mix in a little bit. Now I'm going to take some orange. I've still got some orange here. Let's put some of this. Oh, snap. Oh, F. Oh, F, yeah. There we go. Okay, we got some orange going in there with our cloud on that one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool cloud. You know, I'm just kind of washing this brush every so often just because there's a lot of different colors mixed in here. I'm going to take some more of this orange, though. And white, and maybe I'll put another little cloud shapey thing right here, huh? What about that? What's up? What are you gonna do, huh? What's up? Let's put one there. I think another area, well, maybe I can take some yellow and put maybe down here. I want to do something like this. This line's a little too straight across there. I don't like that. Let's mess it up. Let's put some yellow splotches in there. Okay, so we got some stuff going on there. We're going to put a big blue cloud across, but we'll probably want to blow dry just a little bit so it doesn't mix too much with all of our other stuff. But I'm gonna go for that here in just a second. Let's go ahead and paint our side edges while we're at it. Alright, I'm gonna paint my top edge the same light blue as the front. Now you can paint all your side edges one color, or you can try to have them match your front if and you want. Raining days. Oh, what's been going on? Anybody watch any good movies lately? See any good shows? Anything new in your lives? Okay, now in here I'm going to draw a big cloud. Now if you want, we can blow dry just a touch, just a little. Give her just a little blow dryer. Something like that. Then we're going to put a big blue cloud that goes across here and some other little clouds in there. And there's a little bit of red mixed with these, kind of a purple clouds that we're going to put in. But I'm going to give this a little bit of a blow dry. This is really thick paint. Some of those spots like in here, that's probably not too wet, but this stuff in here that we added later is going to be real wet. So I'm just going to give that a little blow dry. Something like that. Okay, let's take our big brush. Let's go back to our blue and white paint here. Let's go back over here. It's going to be a much darker blue than we did our first sky. Let's get some more white paint and some red paint. Sure didn't bring that blue around. Here we go. Blue paint, little tiny bit of white, but it's still pretty dark. And then let's add some red paint. Humidity by mid-July knocked me off my ass. There we go. Now we got a little red in there. That's going to darken it up anyway. This purple is just going to make it kind of a darker color. We want something like a little bit of a purplish hue. Just not quite just blue. We want to add some red in there so it's a little purpley. Okay, now it's a good idea to draw this in, but our paint's wet. So what am I going to do? I could take the end of my brush and kind of draw with to my brush. It kind of makes a little mark in my paint, but I'm just going to wing it. Okay, you can do that if you want. Okay, no problems there. Okay, but there we go. There's kind of the top part. Maybe I just make the bottom a little flatter, so a little wiggly. All right, then over here maybe it kind of droops down, and we've got a little more fluffy clouds on this side. Now my paint's starting to mix. Okay, I'm going to use that to my advantage. Okay, I'm going to take this color. I'm just going to kind of play with that inside my blue cloud. Maybe put this more towards the bottom of my cloud, right? Right? Am I right? Okay, let's put some of that in there. Maybe I have another little cloud that comes down here. And it's going to mix in with these colors. That's okay. Every so often I will still stop, wipe my brush off, get some more of this color, and, you know, put some more little clouds in there.
What is this feeling?
Where does it come from? Maybe a little bigger there. Maybe one big cloud there coming in. Maybe one there. Maybe one there, okay? Now let's take some white paint. I'm gonna dip my brush in a little bit of white paint here. Maybe I'll put some of this. This will really help. Okay, now let's kind of scribble that in. Take some white paint. I'm gonna put maybe put this at the top or the bottom. Really, the light's really kind of at the bottom. The sun is setting. You can put it either side. Yeah. So there, you know, typical clouds, cloud stuff. This is just cloud stuff. A little white in there, kind of lighten it up. I can write the book in the heart, we're on the way home. I'm gonna add a little bit of white to my purplish blue mixture here, and then I'm gonna put a couple more clouds, maybe one right here. So I'll kind of press my brush down. Round brush is also a good one for this. If you like round brushes, you can do that. Let's take a little bit more red this time. Some red and some white. Let's add some red and some white. Let's get that on our brush. Let's stir that in a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, Uncharted. Wait, which one is that one? Who's in that movie? I feel like I've heard of that, but I'm not sure. Okay, that gives us a little different color. Some purples to put in there. I could put some of these in there too. We're on the way home. Now let's take some white. Put a little white in here. Some of these. Let's put a little white in there. And then I'll mix that in. Once I get in there, I kind of wipe my brush off. I try to dry it off a little bit. Then I'll go back and kind of blend it. Maybe add some of those in there. Blend it away. Soften it up. Something like that. Paint all over me now. Okay, I think we got it. You know, hey, look, there's a nice, cool sky, right? I think it's cool. Maybe you don't, but I do. Maybe you don't, but I do. Maybe I want to do a little bit more with the orange. Maybe a little bit of white with my orange here. Play with this color a little bit, maybe. Wow, I got too much blue paint in my brush still. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Okay, I'm gonna leave that like so, okay? That's just how I'm gonna do it, okay? So, you know, let's take a quick shot, maybe a little blow dry action. Let's talk about the trivia question too, okay? So, let's see, if you still are working on that, you need to blow dry, take some more shots at it, go for it. You know, sometimes you do something, you mess it up, you can blow dry it, paint over it, blow dry it again, and then kind of give it a second chance. But really, I would go with it. I don't think, there's no rules here. You know, if your sky looks a little more blue or green or orange or red than mine, that's fine, or purple. Do whatever you want. Your sky can look totally different. You do like to have the orange down, the yellow and orange down here at the bottom, and more blue at the top. But other than that, really, everything else is kind of up to you. And let's take a shot and let's blow dry. Okay, so yeah, happy Wednesday. I don't know, how's everybody doing today? Oh, that one with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. Isn't it based on a game? Definitely geared towards the fans of the video games, which I love this still decent logic. Overall, good, a solid 7. Yeah, I heard that movie is okay, but it's kind of your typical kind of Hollywood movie, you know, like. Okay, today's trivia question is, so today is National I'm going to tell you all the things it is today. It's National Sun-Kissed Citrus Day, National Peanut Butter Lovers Day, National Fruit Compote Day, National Horse Protection Day, National Self-Injury Awareness Day. Okay, the one important one. Okay, good. National Minnesota Day, National Dadgum That's Good Day, whatever the fuck that means. And then it's also National Pig Day, okay? So today's trivia question relates to National Pig Day. This is a little bit of trivia for you. So today's trivia question is, why did Porky the Pig lose custody of his piglets? Is it A, because he couldn't hoof it as a father? Is it B, because he had crippling crack addiction? Is it C, his home was a pigsty? Was it D, he was extremely negligent? Was it E, he went hog wild when he was upset? Was it F, constant infidelity? Was it G, he was pig-headed? Or H, how dare you trivialize the plight of cartoon pig parenting? That's your trivia question for today. So give it a guess. Again, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I never played the video game, but, you know, that movie looked aight. So again, you know, we'll do the trivia questioning. I'll bring this up again later. Mike gives a guess for E. He went hog wild when he got upset. That's a good guess. Okay, let's see. We've got the top part in. Let's keep going here. Let's start putting our mountains in, okay? Let's put the old mountains in. I'm kind of going to do these one at a time. So we're just going to start working through this. This is going to take up most of the time here probably, but I'm going to start kind of my lightest mountain. I'll take a little bit darker blue, put some little colors in there, and then I'll take that darker blue, maybe go a little bit darker than that one, fill that in, then take a little bit darker blue, put some details in that, a little bit darker there, dark lines on top, etc., etc. Okay, so, you know what? Let's take our big brush and let's wash it out again. Oh, give it a nice wash. I hope everyone's having a good week. I'm having a good week. Better than the last couple weeks. I've been working a lot, but this week finally finished a bunch of stuff. And you know, there's always stuff at work to work. You know, there's always more stuff every day. But I'm past a couple things that have been, you know, really bogging me down lately at work. I'm finally done with a bunch of stuff. But now we've got these. The owners have these consultant people that they're consulting with to like work on our business, right? So we're watching these videos, right? And the videos are like, imagine your business is a bucket, right? And there's holes and the water is the sails and blah, blah, blah. This happens, but you gotta plug all these holes to keep the water in, right? And then the next analogy is like, okay, imagine okay, I got a light blue here. I can go a little bit darker than this. It needs to be darker than the sky color here. Unless your sky color is really dark, a lot darker than mine, but mine like just a color, something like this, right? This is going to be our light color. And I'm going to start by filling some. I'm going to start at the top and kind of set these little edges. I'm just going to kind of squiggle. Make sure I'm going over my little pencil lines there. But anyway, then the next analogy is like, you know, well, imagine you've got a race car and the car keeps pulling to the right and then your driver crashes the car and you fire that driver and you put another driver in there. Well, if the car's pulling to the right, blah, 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 blah. You know, right? So the whole thing's like an analogy for your company. Then you go to something else. Oh, imagine this is... and then at one point the guy's like, okay, look at this boat. Look at it. It's like an old sail ship, you know, an old sailing ship. He's like, I always like sailing ships. I don't know, something about the ocean, blah, blah, blah. And in my head, I'm like, I bet you this is going to be a metaphor for our business somehow. Look, and the sails, the sails of the ship are your workers, and then the money is the water is the money, and the sails and the money you make. Yeah. You know. Okay, and like maybe you got some barnacles, you know, hanging on the side of the ship. You know, who's your anchor that's really weighing your ship down, you know? It was a good meeting, but I just think those little, like, things are just kind of funny. It was like, I bet this is going to be a metaphor for our business somehow. Alright, now here's a picture of, you know, an airplane. I bet this is a metaphor for our company somehow. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my medium round brush now. Hello, medium round brush. There you go. Now let's take just a little bit more blue. Let's get a little bit darker color here. Not much darker. Just dark enough you can just tell the difference. Alright. Okay. Now here's where I'm going to start putting in my details here. Now let's just start with one little mountain here. Let's imagine here's our little mountain. And let's go, let's kind of start squiggling in. If you're using your round brush, you want to press pretty lightly. But ultimately, you can kind of just, you know, make some little squiggles here, okay? And then you can make another little mountain there. Hey, look at that. Haha. Look, it's a mountain. But I'm just going to go through here and add these little details in, okay?
No one wants to.
Where did man's hat? Yeah, but it was funny. I don't know. I had fun. It was a good meeting, but sometimes all those little metaphors and stuff are just kind of funny after a while, like, you know. All right, so you know, here's a watch. Now, who's the big hand? Who's the small hand? There are places in between. Alright, so I'm just kind of putting some little colors on a little bit of these dark colors on one side or the other, and just kind of adding some texture to this, you know, just kind of texturing it up. And it's already starting to look like mountains, you know. I'm not even really, you know, really nothing too specific here. I'm just kind of, maybe you pick one side of the mountain and kind of go down half of it. That kind of gives the idea that there's a shadow on one side. Other than that, I'm just kind of making little squiggly lines there. Alright, let's imagine your business is a brothel house. Okay, now, who's your top earner, huh? Now, do you spend all your time with your worst prostitute? And you're neglecting your best prostitute? Let's imagine you're a pimp. Your business is the... okay. Now I'm going to go all the way down into these. I'm going to imagine this line's not here. If it helps you draw a line straight across so you kind of don't imagine the tops of these, sometimes that can mess you up, I guess, but just go all the way down over that line. What you know that you don't know anything. Oh snap, what have y'all been doing? Anything new with y'all? Places in between, you wanna know. Now this top one's gonna have the most details. It's the first way. There's always little bitty lines. The next ones will be faster. But this one's the one you want to spend the most time on, probably. Maybe I'll do this again. Here's another little top of a mountain, right? Oh, hey, look, mountaintop. Look at that. Hey, looky there. Let's go. Okay, let me start. I'm gonna switch sides here. Let's get away. Let's start a new little. Right, maybe. Your paint's constantly blending, so you gotta constantly dip in that darker blue. Just something you're gonna have to do, okay? You're just gonna have to get over that. You're just gonna have to do it, okay? Imagine imagine a zoo, okay? Now some animals are easier to maintain, some animals are harder. But everyone's different, right? Now who's your main attraction, huh? Now your lions represent your cooks, and you know your zoo animal experts are your managers, and when a lion bites the handler, that's like when, you know, the same thing. It's like, you know, you can just tell me exactly what's happening, you know, to make it a metaphor, you know. You could just say, hey, when this happens, you should do this, you know, because of A, B, and C, you know. You don't have to make it like a coloring book for me. Oh, imagine your business is a fucking spaceship. Is it? It's not a spaceship, though. Well, let's just imagine it is. And if you think about every piece is something that relates to you, you know, you can just tell me what the business is. Just tell me. You can just tell me what it's, you know, what I'm supposed to know. Well, we like to talk to you like you're a toddler. Phone down. Hey, let's do one of these. I like these little, kind of make a little point in here and kind of. Look at that. Put your phone down. Okay, and you know, that's probably enough. We've probably done enough. Let's take another shot, because we are behind on shots. Again, today's trivia question is, in honor of National Pig Day, today's trivia question is, why did Porky the Pig lose custody of his piglets? Okay? Is it A, because he couldn't hoof it as a father? Is it B, because he had a crippling crack addiction? Is it C, because his house was a pigsty? Was it D, because he was extremely negligent? Was it E, because he went hog wild when he got upset? F, constant infidelity? G, he was pig-headed? Or H, how dare you trivialize the plight of cartoon pig parenting? Trivia question for today. Give it a guess. Cheers. Put your phone down. I can make you, I can make you, I can make you put your phone down. Okay. Okay, oh, you know, I'm not counting my shots, am I? Put your phone down. Let's go ahead and take another one, you know, because I feel like, you know, I feel obligated. I can make you put your phone down. Now, by the way, just so you know, Porky the Pig had several little kids, little piglets. And obviously Porky the Pig being in show business, you know, kind of led a little helping hand to his kids. This is actually Porky the Pig's son. Okay, a 151. Oh, Bacardi 151. No, fuck no. Have you ever had Jim Clear? It's crazy. Yeah, this is Porky the Pig's kid. If you probably remember from the Geico commercials a long time ago, he was kind of the budding little, like, child actor, right? This is what happened. This is what he looks like now. Yeah. Okay, this is what happens when you have a father who's not around. Okay, Porky the Pig wasn't around, and this is how he turned out. Okay, so let's let that sink in. Okay, and this is a monkey with a banana on his head. Okay, all right. Dude, I'm trying to remember the last time I drank like 151. I drank Jim Clear Last time I remember was at some party, like, I don't know, 11 years ago or something, when I was like my early 20s, and I had Gym Clear, and it was fucking horrible. It was terrible. Like, I took more than one shot too, and I like both times. I think I just like couldn't breathe for a second. Okay, let's take some more blue here, make a little bit darker blue than we were just using for these colors. Let's see, is that, yeah, that's a little bit darker. Maybe not so dark. I have to put it on there to see if it's like, you know, is that, yeah, it's a little, slightly darker than those colors. So that's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and make our, well, repaint in our little mountains here. If I done it right at the end of the night, when you go to lay down your hair, your ears are ringing, you can hear me same words that you said. Come on, baby. All right, so I'm gonna kind of set the tops of these in, and then I'll go back and fill it in, and then we'll go back and fill this in. This painting's cool because even if you're like, you know, it's not the most technically like amazing brushwork or most accurate looking mountains, just the color schemes that you get from doing this like this just look cool anyway. Okay, so now this is a little slightly darker one, right? Burned all the way down. Strongest shit I've ever had was homemade oh god. Burned all the way down and back up later that night. What do you mean burned all the way down and back up later? Term I ain't familiar with. Oh man, yeah, you know, after that you need to, you know what I do when I drink, or actually I just do it all the time now, but I remember when I was young I started I would take like a 1-a-day pill every night before I drank, or at some point in the night, and then I would have less of a hangover. But you know, someone was telling me that, like, it was this person that I knew from work, and they were, dang, I'm gonna have to get more blue. They were, had gone to, like, recovery for addiction and stuff, and, one thing they were telling me was that, like, if you consume alcohol, there's a certain, like, vitamin that your body just doesn't process. So even if you just have, like, a little bit, it doesn't matter. If you have any alcohol, some vitamin just like doesn't process, so like no matter what, you're not getting that anytime you drink, you know. So it's like even if you're just drinking a little bit, you're still, I don't know, it's still fucking you, right? But I don't know. I just thought this interesting. But I always take like 1-a-days pills, you know, that they do make me feel better like after I drink, and it's kind of good just to kind of, I'd say it's just good because when you drink your immune system's lower and all that, you're probably not, and you want to make sure you're taking all the vitamins you can. But you know what they need is like a men's 1-a-day, like alcoholics, like men's alcoholic 1-a-days, you know, like here's all the vitamins as an alcoholic that you really need. Like specifically for people who are alcoholics and eat like Taco Bell and McDonald's all the time late night. You know, like that's what they need. Centrum Alcoholics. Centrum 1-a-day alcoholics. That's what they need. Is that pill out there? Does anyone know? Because I need it. Oh my god, I went to Slim Chickens the other night, and I get there. Oh my god. I went to Slim Chickens and waiting in line, me and my buddy, he wasn't getting anything. I just got like a chicken wrap, and I was gonna get grilled chicken. Like, you want, you know, fried or grilled? And I'm like, let's do grilled, you know. And I'm like, okay. Blah blah blah. Pull forward. Da da da. Right. So we wait there for a while. The first person in front finally gets their food. I get up there, and this girl comes up to the window. She looks pretty young, pretty dorky, in my opinion. And she was like, "Hi, that'll be blah blah blah." And then I was like, "Okay, here you go." And she's like, "How are you doing?" And I'm like, "No, I'm doing fine, you know, pretty good." And she's like, "Yeah, Oh man, I wish I wasn't. I wish I was at home playing video games and watching anime. And I'm like, yeah, well, that sounds pretty nice, you know. And she's like, yeah, you know, I got the Cinderella shift this time to this time, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know, it'll be over before you know it. You know, I'm sure it'll be fine. Blah blah blah, right? And she's like, yeah. Oh, what do you always get like this? And I'm like, no, I don't usually get this. And she just kept talking to me. I'm like, okay, And she goes, someone yells at her and she's like, what? And she goes back, and then she comes back, she's like, hey, it's gonna be a little while for grilled. Like, are you okay with fried chicken? I'm like, you know, sure, whatever. And she goes, he's okay with fried. And she like yells back, like right in front of me. And I'm just kind of like, you wait for her to just try not to die laughing because this girl's just so unprofessional. It's hilarious. And then she tries to talk to me again. She's like, so anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, is this what you do to every customer that comes through? And then next thing you know, someone's like, Brenda, yeah, or whatever her name was, like, bro, this, and she's like, rah, 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 and she like turns around and starts like screaming. And then it took like 15 minutes to get my food. It was insane. Like, I don't know what was happening in that kitchen, but Jesus Christ, it was hilarious. Oh man. Oh god, it was awesome. He said he's okay with fried chicken. Fucking awesome. Hey, look, we got another layer of mountains in. Oh, you know what? I should paint my side edges. Let's take me old flat brush and paint me side edges. Gonna get there on concrete. I do and Look at that. Keeping up with the side edges. Keeping up with the edges. New reality TV show. No, I'm not nearly drunk enough. Those old songs still ring true. So, anywho, how's it going out there? Oh man, that girl was hilarious though. Wish I could be home playing video games and watching anime. Yeah, okay. I could have like pretended to take a fake call, just roll my window up, but I was kind of like you know, enjoying the ride of whatever the hell she was gonna say next. Oh, okay. Keep painting. Let's see. What do I got? Oh, monkey. Oh, look at this monkey. Look at this sweet little monkey. I bet this monkey's in a zoo. Surely. I don't think that's a wild monkey with a banana on his head. I need to track down the origin of this picture because it made quite the impact on me. Okay. TikToks, how are you? Okay, yeah, let's take one more shot. Oh no, I'm out of whiskey. What am I gonna do? Oh no, what am I gonna do? Let's see, what's been going on with y'all? Okay, so I've had Gym Clear. I don't know if I've had Bacardi 151. What do you mean though when you say you burned all the way down and back up later that night? Burned down and back up. Is that some kind of, you know, saying from some part of the country I'm not aware of? Burned all the way down and back up last night. Oh, hey, what's up, Chris? Hey, cheers, buddy. Miss you too, Chris. How's that baby of yours, Chris? You doing okay? Okay, let's take, now we're just gonna use just phthalo blue. Alright, we don't need to mix any white in this time, just some phthalo blue, get that on our big brush. We're gonna fill this bottom part in. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I remember that Bible story. Again, now, big mountains here. These are up close. These are not as far away, so you're not going to see as many little tiny things. You're going to see bigger mountains. They're closer to us. We're not seeing... These are far away. You're seeing more of the mountains. These are up close. We're just kind of seeing big, giant, parts of this mountain. Now, take that all the way down to this line we drew. Oh, my toe. I hit my toe. Toes. Some people are really freaked out by toes. I don't really like, I don't know, feet or feet. I don't know. I don't have any... I certainly don't want to see someone's foot, you know? I could pick my foot up and show it to you, but who the fuck would want to see that, you know? Oh, Chris, you want to know the trivia question? Can we talk about toes, though, for a minute? Let's talk about feet. Everyone's so freaked. You know, when I was a kid, I kind of didn't like feet. Feet freaked me out. They didn't freak me out. It's just like, ugh, gross. I didn't like feet. My sisters always had their feet. And... You know what, though? But I like the smell of, like... This is really, really weird, but when I was a little kid, I liked the smell of, like, the inside of a shoe, or, like, old, like, crusty feet smell. Oh, it's really gross. I shouldn't have said that, but it's true. Like, I don't know why, as, like, a 10-year-old, I was, like that smell. It's like liking the smell of gasoline, kind of, you know? Okay, who likes the smell of gasoline, right? Do other people... I mean, I talk to a lot of people that say it's like more than half the people like the smell of gasoline. I mean, I kind of like the smell of gasoline, you know? Like a big whiff. Gets you so high. No, just kidding. I never got high on gasoline, but it's one of them smells. Okay, Chris wants to know the trivia question. So, Chris, today's National Pig Day. So here's a little piece of trivia about Porky Pig. Why did Porky Pig lose custody of his piglets? Okay, was it A, because he couldn't hoof it as a father? Is it B, because he had crippling crack addiction? Is it C, his house was a pigsty? Or was it D, that he was extremely negligent? Was it E, that he went hog wild when he got upset? Or was it F, constant infidelity? Was it G, he was pig-headed? Or was it H, how dare you trivialize the plight of cartoon pig parenting? Yeah, you like the smell of gas too, right? I feel like people like the smell of gas. Okay, we done? Okay. Okay, so let's see. Last thing we want to do, not last thing, but last thing on this part is we're going to take a little bit of black now. Take some black. We're going to mix this in with some blue. Just a little bit of black with some blue. Just darken it up a little bit. Ooh, the smell of matches. You can't stand fresh cut grass. That's interesting. Why not? Do you know why? Just don't like it. But... or there's something to that, because it's such an odd one, you know, to me. To me it is. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's more common than I think, but... it seems like smell of gas... or sorry, smell of... damn it, why am I using my big brush? I need my little round brush. Okay, little round brush. Medium round brush. Black paint, blue paint. Fresh cut grass I always thought was a good... it always reminded me of, like, a kid... I guess it reminds me of being a kid and, like, outside and playing and stuff is what I remember. The smell of fresh cut grass, you know? That's interesting, though, because I always thought that was, like, a good smell. Never heard anybody say they didn't like that. You know, actually, you can probably just take black paint in here because it's going to mix with the blue anyway. And this paint's so wet. I've got a lot of water, obviously, mixed in my paint because it's, like, kind of picking up the other paint. So I'm going to press real lightly here, again. I'm going to kind of just pull from one direction, not go back and forth and press in a lot. So that's how you get this texture. Now, unless you like that texture, but it kind of picks up some of the paint. It takes some of the paint off and makes it lighter. And that's not what I want to do here. I'm going to hold my brush. I'm going to get black paint. I might just let this dry because it's so wet, it's just picking up all the paint. Yeah, Chris, this is Porky the Pig's son. Porky the Pig obviously being in show business. This guy you might remember from the Geico commercials. So he's a young, aspiring piglet actor. This is what he looks like now, okay? This is what happens when, you know, your father's not around. You make mistakes and you turn into this pig. You know, this pig's pretty terrifying, you know? Look at that dumb tattoo he's got on his chest, you know? Look at this pig. What a dumb selfie he's taken. So, you know... Yeah. Yeah, maybe. It smells like work or something. I could see that, maybe. Alright, let's start to get dry that I can paint and we'll pick it up. And let's take one more shot, okay? I need to get up to my shots. Look at my shots taken here. I'm not feeling drunk at all. Okay. You know, I don't know if black's the right answer. Maybe I just take some more Just Stay Low Blue on top. Let's try Just Stay Low Blue over here. See if that looks better. Definitely want to stir all my water on my paint. I didn't count my shot again. Shot. Count it. Consider it. Count it. Oh, yeah? Well, you know, Chris, I don't know. Probably shouldn't be taking a shot. It's middle of the day. I shouldn't really be taking a shot, but I am. Because I'm being naughty. Today's my day to do it, though. But, you know, I don't expect everyone to be taking shots with me at 4 p.m. 5 p.m., I guess. Whatever. Okay, here we go. Let's just start giving some squiggles. Now, here I might be a little bit more deliberate on what I'm trying to do with my mountain here. Let's say here's the top. There's little shadows going on there. And I kind of scribble back and forth. There's the side of a mountain. Excuse me. Okay, excuse me. You know, I get why people are uncomfortable around toes and stuff, but there's some people like, okay, I play Overwatch, and my favorite character in that game is Sigma. With I main Sigma, okay? What paints do I use? I use acrylic paint, and I get them from Jerry's Artorama online. Go to jerry'sartorama.com, and I use creative colors, because they're cheap. But anyway, I main Sigma, right, on Overwatch, and, Sigma is this big guy who, I don't know, he's like crazy or whatever. He's like this, kind of like a beautiful mind, kind of like crazy genius kind of person, you know? But he was like an insane asylum dude, and he breaks out, right? That's kind of his character, right? So anyway, he's got his toes hanging out. And the amount of people I play with who are just like, ugh, gross, his feet! And I'm like, who's looking that close? Why are you looking that closely at his feet? Like, just... It's just odd to me how much feet bother some people. And I'm just like, well, who cares? Like, it's just feet. Like, I don't know. It's always one of those things I've always never really understood. Like, why is feet such a big deal? They're kind of odd looking, you know. They're like little. I guess I can see how they're like, I don't know, different or something. I don't know. They're like. But you know what freaks me out? Dude, do you play Overwatch? I play Overwatch. We should play together. Mike, we should play, bro. You stay with me. But you know what bugs me? What drives me crazy is like, if there's like a little drip of something like hanging off someone's lip. Ugh. Or if the, oh, you know what else I hate? I don't know why, but for some reason, Stephen Colbert, the way he'll like drink stuff and eat stuff on camera, and he's like really, you know, kind of like, he's trying to like, you know, do it cleanly and stuff, but he's like, but like something about, it's so hypocritical because I sit here and take shots, you know, in front of people, and I know it's probably the same exact thing. I have a Jerry's Artarama where I live. Have to buy it. Oh yeah, dude, yeah. You have Jerry's Artarama where you live? Man, I wish we had a real one. I just buy them online. God, oh, Jerry's Artarama. Where do you live? Where do you live there? Empty vegan water bottle. Where do you live? Or like, where's this supposed Jerry's Artarama store? So I want to go there. I want to go there. Cheers. Ugh. Mike, have you played Overwatch 2? Okay, another shot. Ooh, Rhode Island. Okay, never been up there. Hey, just so you know, the trivia question today is, why did Porky the Pig lose custody of his piglets? Was it A, he couldn't hoof it as a father? B, he had a crippling crack addiction? C, his house was a pigsty? D, he was extremely negligent? E, he went hog wild when he got upset? F, he had constant infidelity? G, he was pig-headed? Or H, how dare you trivialize the plight of cartoon pig parenting? That's your trivia question. If you want to win a free painting, give it a guess. Okay, let's keep going here. I think last thing we want to do is paint the water in. Oh wait, no, before we do that, I want to do the green grass, okay? Green grass. Okay, so here we go. We got our blue paint. Let's add some yellow to this plate. We'll make ourselves a nice little yeller. Yeller and blue makes green. Don't know if you know that, but yeller and blue makes green. I'm gonna keep using my round brush. Here we go. Blue and yeller. Lots of blue probably, but you know, a little bit more blue than yellow, I guess. Well, you know, it really could be any color you want. I feel like it should be a little bit darker color green down there. It's kind of in shadow. The sun's a setting. Okay, so here's what we do. I go... and I just kind of lay it in there, you know, whatever. Who fucking cares, okay? That's my motto. Who fucking cares, you know? No, just kidding. But I do just kind of put it in there. I mean, it's really, you can kind of just scribble this in. It's better just do this than try to like map out exactly what you want to do. Just scribble it in. It's trees, you know, like, what's the point of being that exact? Like, just scribble it in. Now I'm going to take more blue, just mix my green in here down to like some more blue, so it's a very dark blue-green, like this. And I'm just going to kind of scribble this in. Yeah, what's up? Oh, what's up? What's up, trees? Oh, what's up, foliage? Oh, yeah, what's up, foliage? What's up, huh? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, foliage? Don't fuck around, foliage? Fuck around, find out, foliage. Alright. Alright, talk shit to your painting once in a while. You know, your blues and your yellow and blue, or you know, they're having fun. You know, they're messing around. They're messing around together. They're just messing around. Blue and yellow are just messing around a little bit, right? And then blue's going to be a little more dominant. And yellow's like, oh, okay. I guess take the reins if that's what you're into. And blue says, I am into it. And yellow starts to get a little worried. They're like, okay, is this going to be a good experience, or is this going to be a little crazy? And blue's like, I'm not gonna tell you, you know, but it ends up being good. You know, blue and yellow, they They're not. Blue's not like, you know, blue's not being, you know, it's not just, you know, being totally, you know, like disrespectful. But it's gonna surprise yellow a little bit. Yellow's like just a little worried, but ultimately, blue's done okay. Now that's just blue. Okay, now don't get me started on red. Okay, red would just, you don't want to do that with red. Okay. Okay, look, there's some little grassies, some little trees down there at the bottom. Look at us. Okay, you say F, which was constant infidelity. Good guess, good guess. Can you see the Twitch chat? Yes, I can. I can see it on my computer. Are you on Twitch? Yeah, if you go on Twitch, you can actually see the pictures, the trivia question, and everything that I'm doing. Okay, let's take another shot, and let's... Our last part is painting a little water down here, right? Now, we need a blow dry. We need to let this dry, too. Chris says G. Chris, didn't you already guess? Oh, you said G again. Okay. Okay. This is my eye. That's pretty cool. So that's my eye up close. Yeah. Yeah.
Like the one that Henry Winkler used to wear.
All right, 10 shots. You take a shot. I'm hitting my dad. Forgot I already guessed. Oh yeah. Oh, I'll just bucking with you. All right, let's blow dry and you know, finish this sucker up. Let's finish this sucker up. Imagine your business. Imagine a sucker, right? If we're all licking the sucker and no one's stopping to eat the sucker, imagine the sucker's your metaphor for your business. Imagine a blow dryer, you know? Someone's got to turn the blow dryer on, okay? Now, this is a big metaphor for your business, and the managers are the fan in the blow dryer, and the power cord is the kitchen, and the paint that you're drawing is the sales of your business, right? Imagine a ship. Now, the ship represents your business, right? Now, who's the scallywags who aren't pulling their weight, huh? Are you spending more time on the scallywags than you are your first mate? Tell me, what happens when pirates attack your ship, huh? Who's your first mate that's gonna jump in? Okay, and then there's seagulls that come down and fuck with your ship, right? Now, the seagulls are inconsiderate customers. I don't know. Everything's a metaphor for your business. I'm trying to think. You know, it was a good meeting, though. It was just funny. Some of that stuff was funny to me. Okay, let's take some blue. Let's take some red. I'm gonna take my blue, my red, and my white. Let's take our big brush and wash it out. Get yourselves a nice bluish purple here. Excuse me for that. And some white. Let's go. Don't we all just want to know we're wanted? This is my friend Isaac's band. And I miss him. Miss Isaac. He moved away. He doesn't even care either. He stopped making his band music, his music band. Okay, let's paint this in. Alright, let's take some of this color go wow, wow, wow. Boom, look at that. Wow. Now up here I want to make a nice solid edge, so let's go right through here, just cut right across. Wow. No mercy for the plants. No mercy for the trees. Boom. Fuck you, trees. Okay, but we want to make a nice solid edge up here, okay? So let's go ahead and do this nice solid paint. You kind of just gotta go balls deep here. Just get in there. Just go for it, okay? Alright, grow some ovaries. Grow some balls or grow some ovaries and just go for it, okay? I don't want to see this pussy shit, okay? Grow a set of ovaries and do it. Can you see the Twitch? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, you asked me that earlier. Okay. I'm gonna go to my medium flat brush. Last step, everybody. Last step. We're wanted. And okay, white paint, medium flat brush. Now I'm gonna start by stirring my water in. Now this is gonna make my brush kind of a blob, though. I don't want that. So you know, I kind of spread it out. Then I kind of scrape my brush off a little bit. Then I lay my brush down pretty flat. Pull it through, flip it over, pull it through. Right? Do that a few times. Kind of flatten it back out. And then I'm gonna go in here and I'm just gonna start putting some lines in. We're just gonna start doing lines, okay? Up here at the top, I'm gonna make some just very small little scribbles there. Just close together, a bunch of small, close together lines there. Like so. Alright, something like that. Oh, that was a big one. But you know what? I don't care. It's not that I don't care. I'm okay with it. You know, I'm okay with it. Now, as we go down here, make this a little longer, a little wider, a little more spread out. Just gonna kind of feel it out here. Okay, now once we get about halfway down, start making them real big, real spread out. Kaboom, we have water. Houston, we have water. And we're done. Look, we did it. Look at our awesome painting that we made. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's take our little tiny little baby round brush. And I'm going to take some of that white paint I just had. And let's sign our little name down here. Kaboom. Last thing I want to do is I want to paint my bottom edge. Let's paint my bottom. And maybe I'll go back and, you know, maybe I'll take, some of this and take my big brush and paint the bottom edge. Okay, we'll talk about, you know, the trivia question. All right, Chris, what'd you say? Yeah. No, Chris, that's like exactly what I'm saying. Like, they had all these, you know, metaphors, and it's like, imagine your business is, you know, excuse me. Imagine your business is a submarine. Okay, here we go. There's our painting for today. Congratulations, we did it. If you're painting along, tap yourself on the back. Step back, look at your painting, and say, wow, I'm fucking awesome, you know, and say, wow, I'm an amazing artist, okay? Step back and do that, okay? You earned it. Let's take one more shot, too, okay? All right, let's see who won the trivia question. Let's reveal the answer to the trivia question. All right, so, again, let me take a shot first, okay? Everyone just hold on, okay? Will you guys just hold on? Cheers. Okay, so again, today's trivia question is, why did Porky the Pig lose custody of his piglets? Correct answer was F, constant infidelity. Porky the Pig, you know, pretty big loser, really, growing up. You know, then he kind of did some stand-up, wrote for SNL for a while, and started getting into, you know, wrote for some big names. Then he got on Looney Tunes and started, you know, kind of lived up his bit, you know, put up his bit. But behind closed doors, you know, kind of a wild man. He was just kind of, it was really misunderstood because his persona was so, you know, bumbling idiot. But Porky the Pig was a dirty, dirty son of a bitch, you know, and he fathered lots of kids and never got custody because he had so many baby mamas, and he never really got his shit together before he OD'd at the age of 48. So never got custody. All of his money that he made in his life went to child support. He couldn't get a loan for his child support to pay. He was always I forgot what I was gonna say. I had a joke there, but I forgot it. But correct answer is F. Porky the Pig lost custody of his piglets for constant infidelity. It looks like an empty vegan water bottle. You win a painting. Congratulations. Okay, that's today's painting. You know, if you painted along, I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I probably gave a lot better instructions at the beginning of the video, but whatever. I don't care. I mean, I didn't stop saying I don't care, because it's not that I don't care. I'm okay with it. It's like, it's okay. Down here at the bottom, you get the idea down here once we get down here. Not that much instruction, really. Once you get painting for a good hour and a half, you just kind of, you know. I want everybody to know that I appreciate you, and I love that you guys watch. And it really means a lot to me. I don't do these. I just kind of do these because I like them. They're fun for me. It helps me. It's therapeutic for me. So if other people enjoy it, that makes makes me happy. So I appreciate you all watching, and have a good rest of your day. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time. Okay, goodbye.